Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow any feelings of worry, stress or tension to feel like it's leaving your body in your outward breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Noticing any clues of tension in your body. And accepting it's okay that tension is there because it's just echoes of the past. You need tension to walk, to talk, to move around, to work. But right here and right now, that tension is not required. As you breathe in, imagine taking 2 breaths in. Your normal breath in and an extra one, filling your lungs with a feeling of resourcefulness. And as you exhale, allow your normal breath out and then an extra breath out. So you're breathing twice as deeply as you normally would, allowing that tension to leave your body in your outward breath. As it does so, tension leaves your body around your face, your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, enabling you to go deeper and deeper relaxed. And I want you to accept that the more relaxed you go, the more you awaken your imagination. And you already know that to be true, because your imagination is at its most powerful when you're sleeping or daydreaming or immersed in a really good book. There's no tension there. You're fully relaxed and your imagination becomes more active effortlessly. I want you to imagine you're flicking through the pages of a book. And this is a book of your life, an autobiography. I want you to imagine that pages are written for a life you haven't even experienced yet. I want you to imagine flicking through the book. And I want you to imagine perhaps you're 2 or 3 chapters in the future. The chapters where you're living your dream life. And there is a page that describes a dream home. And maybe it describes it as a white house with a brown wooden door. Maybe sports cars parked outside the front and a pool in the back. And as you read the words in the book of your life, I want you to imagine, as many people do when they're reading a book, that they're there in that place. And I want you to imagine you're looking around your dream home. Maybe you can imagine what it's been like to have lived there for a few weeks, a few months, even a year. Imagine swimming in the pool, relaxing on the sofa, even taking one of those sports cars for a drive. And I want you to get a sense that things feel good. And one of the things that feels good is that you're in a relationship that complements you. Maybe relationships of the past have felt like you were giving and others were taking. But I want you to imagine that in this relationship, in this dream home, it feels collaborative. It feels like you're invested, you're sharing, that there is something where both benefit from being in that relationship. And I want you to imagine that maybe if you see your partner there, that their face just seems to be blurred out. Not because they won't have a face, of course, but because you are allowing the universe, serendipity, the law of attraction to help you find this ideal person by focusing on their qualities not their features. You might get a sense from how they move that they are positive, understanding, those qualities that you would desire most. See them in this partner. Maybe they're helpful. Maybe they're really interested in you and your life. Notice the qualities, how they're dressed, their overall level of health, how they imagine what it would be like to have them living in the same home as you. I want you to get a sense that this is one of infinite possible futures for you. Sometimes it's helpful to program your mind to be crystal clear on what is desirable for you, so that you unlock the power of your subconscious mind to gravitate towards a desirable future for you. A dream home, a dream partner, a dream life. I want you to get a sense that you are successful in this dream life. Your career, your finances doing well. This is the dream life for a reason. It's desirable, appealing, and fulfilling for you. I want you to get a sense that there is someone perhaps that you know, maybe a friend, a family member, that is carrying a camera, and they want to take a picture of you either inside or nearby or outside your dream home. And I want you to imagine you are no longer in your body, you are in the body of this person you know that is carrying the camera. And I want you to guide that version of you and your partner into a position that matches a representation of your dream life in the dream situation. See the clothes you're wearing, the watch where you're standing, even your facial expressions. And when you feel like you've got the right picture, just imagine that little button being pressed to capture that. And I want you to hear the words that they say, and that is, they're going to turn this into a gift for you. And that gift is a large puzzle made from this very photo of you with your dream life. And I want you to imagine going forwards in time and then receiving this puzzle. And maybe it's 500 pieces or 1,000 pieces, a big puzzle. And I want you to imagine you're trying to solve this puzzle, maybe clustering all the similar colors together. Makes you smile as you make this puzzle, because this puzzle represents a dream life that you're building, that you're creating this, that all the individual parts of your life are contributing to your dream life. But I want you to get a sense that there is one piece missing. As you create the entire puzzle, there is a single piece missing of this puzzle, and that is the face of your partner. I want your subconscious mind to accept a powerful idea. That the right person for you is the missing piece of a puzzle in your dream life. But I also want you to suggest this powerful idea is complemented that whoever is the right person for you also has a picture of their dream life. And there is a puzzle piece missing over the face of their ideal partner. And I want you to accept that the right person will be your missing piece, and you will be their missing piece. And if your unconscious mind accepts this suggestion to be true, let me know by nodding your head. See yourself in this puzzle as being secure and trusting. See yourself being the best version of yourself, looking stable, secure, fearless. But also see those qualities in the physiology of that person in that dream picture with you. You know that this future version of you is never threatened by anyone else. Knowing that you are the prize for the right person and you are their prize. I want you to get a sense that for the right person, you will be chosen, you will be loved, you will be adored, you will be wanted, you will be pursued, admired, and when you're not around, you will be missed. And all of those things apply to the ideal person for you. They will be chosen, they will be loved, they will be adored, they will be wanted, pursued, admired, and when they're not around, they will be missed. There is no competition. Many people believe that there is someone for everyone. The challenge of life is finding that right person, finding the missing piece of the puzzle. But sometimes, when there are intense emotions, there can be fears. And I want you to try and create those fears for you. Fears of not being chosen. And as the idea pops into your head, I want you to feel a powerful tornado, a vortex, rotating rapidly behind your head. So any thoughts, whether they're inner dialogue or images, of anything undesirable, anything that creates fear or insecurity or scarcity, imagine this tornado behind your head, whoosh, sucking it in, taking it away from you. I want you to imagine all those things that you've thought in the past that made you feel insecure, and as you think of them, whoosh, just get sucked into this tornado in the back of your head. And each time a thought gets taken from you, you can't help but think of that large puzzle, you living your dream life with just one piece of the puzzle missing, that ideal partner. And for them, those insecurities aren't important, because even if they are attracted to other people, they will have chosen you. And therefore, if they ever do choose someone else, it's evidence that they were not the missing piece of your puzzle, because the missing piece of the puzzle will choose you even if there is other options available. They will pursue you even if it's challenging. They will want you even when you're not at your best. They will see those qualities in you and respect and admire those qualities in you. And that allows you to have your mind take away those fears and insecurities, because for the right person, these things aren't important. And instead, the thought keeps coming to your mind of that dream life, living a life that you desire with a person that you desire, and that you are desirable for them. And when your unconscious mind accepts, this isn't just a possibility, but now programming for your subconscious mind to manifest such a reality, let me know by nodding your head. That's right. You are releasing your fears and replacing them with a sense of confidence and calm that only comes from knowing that you are manifesting your destiny. And you will not be attached to any one individual. Because if that individual starts giving you clues that you are not the missing piece of the puzzle for them, maybe they're not making an effort, there's a lack of respect, it feels one-sided, you won't chase, you will just accept that they weren't your missing piece of the puzzle. And you will trust in the world, the spirit, the universe, to find the person that is. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Feel yourself returning to the present, listening to my voice, feeling a sense of optimism, positivity, and a sense of calm reassurance that good things are coming your way. As I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.